$1,329,70 is what that is.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that way if something bad happened and we had no money from the state for 2 or 3 months, we could have the money there. We could continue payroll, continue the services we need to do.
Or a natural disaster where,
Exactly right. Anything like that.
or where our sales tax was
We were also
eliminated
sales
from
tax
us.
rise up. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. That
Very good.
allow the city to run.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, right now, we're having a public hearing. We'll have our regular meeting at 6:30, in which at that time, we'll allow you to speak, okay?
You're welcome to stay.
Yeah, you're more
exciting
than,
meeting here.
this is the most exciting meeting we have of the year. Take notes. We'll have a test in a minute.
Wait a minute.
Okay, now, did you say go to page 70?
Yeah, go to page 70 then. And now page 70, this summarizes the city as a whole. This is everything, every fund that we have. And you can see we're projecting to have cash on hand, total cash of roughly 20, not quite 20,600,000. But now that's TIF, that's all of our designated funds.
Yes.
That's everything, including the kitchen sink there. And so you can see we have total revenues we're projecting of 41.3 million. The total expenses we're projecting of 46.2. That is where we're spending down designated funds that we have, and then we're spending those funds down. TIF funds, another example, 1.6 million of it is coming from water, where for that meter project, where we have the funds there already set up, and now we're ready to spend those funds down. That's where we transfer the money from the TIF, where we got reimbursed for building the water tower in the TIF, in the Marion Heights 2 TIF. We got and then Marion Heights 2 reimbursed the city for that, and now we have that money to do the new meter projects. So that's why we're spending that money down. Okay, then the other small portion there is just various transfers within departments, different items for which aren't reflected as income and expense, such as revolving loan principal that's going to be received, revolving loan, estimate of revolving loans that could be made, that sort of thing. It doesn't affect our income and expense, but it affects the cash. It affects our fund balance. And so then we're ending up then on page 71 with an ending total fund balance of a little over 17 million is what's been projected.
That includes the TIF.
Yeah, that's everything. That's everything. Yes, that's a whole ball of wax.
That's for next year.
For next year.
That doesn't project future TIFs the year after or anything.
No. This is just this year for right now.
Okay.
For this coming year.
And out of that, we have the $5 million that is held in cash reserve.
Yes, of that is that 5 million. Yes, that's held in cash reserve. Yes, it is.
And the rest of it's operating revenue.
Operating special revenue funds.
Yeah.
Such as motor fuel tax. The TIFs are all considered special revenue funds. In other words, those funds can only be used for specific purposes.
Well,
the TIF can only be used to pay a developer, can only be used for infrastructure, that sort of thing within the TIF districts.
Yeah. Well, when we get down to it, our budget for this, our annual budget for this year is going to be $46,227,420.
Right.
And, that's...
And that includes capital projects, too.
Yes.
That includes everything.
So that, I've been here 8 years, and it's always been 42 and something. Of course, a lot of that had to do back then with the lake.
Right, and also too, we had all these, last few years, starting in 2012, we had all this road projects we did.
Right.
And that inflated the expenditures that we incurred.
This even includes like motor fuel tax spending and stuff too, probably?
Yeah, it includes everything. Yeah, it includes everything.
Yeah.
Any city funds is included in that, is included on those last 2 pages there. Summarizes.
Okay. So
Good job.
else? I'm sorry, Jim.
I said he's done a good job putting all this together, him and his staff.
It's a big part of their job, and they keep on top of it, and Steve and his staff, Gail, need to be commended for their hard work in preparing this. As everybody knows, in the last 2 years, we put a lot on our superintendents. They have their, what was a spreadsheet, now they got a computer, and it takes a lot of the guesswork out of this. And this year alone, we cut $700,000 out of the last year's budget to make a balanced budget. So, that's.
That spreadsheet, it's a tracking mechanism too, I suppose, as far as throughout the year.
Yeah.
We've gone from using Excel spreadsheets, now we actually have a budget module they go into.
Yeah.
And they do all their budget through the budget module. Now, next month, we're going to give them another tool it's called Drill Point, where we're going to be able to create financial statements for them. Instead of waiting for me to give them a piece of paper, they'll be able to go in and look at their financials at any point in time they want to see exactly where they're at with their budget.
Yeah.
Good.
Any specific line item, they'll be able to go into and see, what's budgeted, how much they've spent, and how much is available for them to spend in that particular line item. Anybody got any more questions? Is she here for the budget hearing?
She doesn't know what she's.
No. She could be.
Yeah, you can ask her.
Yeah.
Do southern border, I think.
Oh, Southern Illinois. Did you hear, are you here for the budget hearing?
Marion Star.
Marion Star? Oh, okay.
Well, this is an exciting meeting
Yeah.
already.
Okay. We'll fill you in later. Any other questions?
No.
If there's not, then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this public hearing.
So moved.
Got a motion, second on the floor, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella?
Yay. And we will commence in about 18 minutes with the regular meeting. And
We'll all wait with.
order, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Here.
Commissioner Webb?
Here.
Commissioner Goss?
Here.
And Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella?
Here.
And Mayor Butler is absent.
Minutes of the regular meeting, are there any changes to the minutes of 4/10/2017? Hearing none, we'll approve those. Special meeting, 4/13/2017. Any changes?
Yep.
Hearing none, we'll approve those. Okay, looks like we have some guests in the audience tonight, and would you like to come up to the mic and introduce yourself and address the council?
My name is Kenneth Cannon, and with me this evening is my brother Richard, who's right there with you, and my wife Jonelle is over here seated on the front row. The reason we're here this evening is we wanted to express our appreciation to the council. The Cannon family would like to express our respect and gratitude to Mayor Butler and the city commissioners who have gone beyond all of our expectations in the facilitating of the naming of the street Joseph Cannon Way. The addition of the concrete structure to support the commemorative plaque has enhanced visibility at the intersection of Marathon Drive and Joseph Cannon Way. Solar lights make the plaque visible to the motorists passing by at night. Our thanks to Doug Phillips and his crew for these embellishments. Please find enclosed the original proposal. This is in the folder that you're getting, each of you, for the council's consideration. The Cannon family thanks you, and the following people are signatures: June Cannon Boswick, James F. Cannon, George and Joy Cannon, Richard and Rita Cannon, Kenneth and Jonelle Cannon, Robert Smithson, Mike and Sanjay Cannon, David and Teresa Cannon, Danny Cannon, and that's all family members. So we thank you very much for your support and your help in getting this accomplished. My brother Joseph was the oldest of 7 boys, all of whom served in the military service. I was the youngest, and I am the best looking because I had cataract surgery last year.
Yes,
And so I look better because of that.
I recognize that.
You did. And I'm sure, John, I know that you knew Jim and several of the other boys
Very well, yes.
in our
Good friends.
family, so.
Good friend.
This is an old photograph, but I'd like to pass it around and let you look at it. These are the Magnificent Seven right here.
Good-looking crew.
And my brother Richard wanted to say something. Good. Thank you, gentlemen.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm a Southern Illinois hillbilly. You all know what that is, right?
No.
John, you don't know. You missed a lot, boy. I was sitting in the car out here a while ago as people were coming. I got here a little early. Saw a couple of boys on bicycles head down the hill, which we did so many times when we were here as youngsters, going down to 419 East Main Street, which is our home. I remember that the Butler News Agency that was down here and delivered papers at that. And someone pulled up next to me there, and the door opens up, and some guy comes out whistling like he's not got a care in the world. I look up and I think, it's John Gomez. Just whistling, just a hometown feeling. That's what I was getting, I guess, sitting there. A hometown feeling. As you probably are aware, our uncle was the sheriff of Williamson County for a number of years. After mother's passing, Kenneth and I went to live in the jail over here, on the old jail. So I tell everybody I spent 6 months in the county jail before I went into the service. Now, I live in Carbondale. I taught at the university. I retired from there. But I like the hometown atmosphere of the city. And the fact that you can walk in the city hall and talk to the people here, and they're friendly and open to the general public. Now, I won't mention any names, although I am from Carbondale. But there's some cities where you have a bureaucracy to crawl through to say hi to one of the individuals that serve you. I think you gentlemen, Alice, and Bob Butler and the whole crew, even Terrence Henry over here, because you just make us feel at home. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yes,
If you don't mind,
yes.
I don't need to take a mic. I'm Barb Eicheln. I'm the new reporter from the Southern Illinoisan. I just want to say hi. I've lived in Carbondale for 24 years, like this gentleman. And as my friends say, and I can say I'm local, I'm just not from here. So I'm hoping, I didn't realize the press all sat over here, so forgive me if I'm...
Sit anywhere you want.
But I'm hoping you get to know Marion as much as I know Carbondale and tell the stories that come out of your community here,
Good.
hopefully to your satisfaction.
Well, you've had an upgrade, haven't you?
From Carbondale?
Yes.
I'm gonna bite my tongue. I don't want to get in trouble on my first.
I thought I'd just check.
Yeah, you can plead the fifth. Okay, all right, thank you. Anybody else need to address the council? Okay, then we'll move along. We have a lot of new business here. We're going to table old business
Okay.
until next meeting. Okay, Steve Hale. Ordinance 3379, approving City of Marion budget ordinance for fiscal year 2017, 2018.
Yes, I mean, like I said, we've already gone over a lot of the detail that we did in with the hearing we just got done with at 6. I don't, you want me to explain anything else or mention anything, or?
No, I think the thing to mention in this meeting is that the city, in its growth and prosperity, we have $46,227,420 budget, and that's quite a large amount of money to take care of and to administer to the needs of our residents. And once again, I want to thank you, your staff, and the treasurer's office, Gail West, our city administrator, for the time and effort. Our superintendents.
I was going to say, all of the
For the
superintendents.
diligent work that they put into
Yes.
their own budget. And I say
Exactly.
their own budget.
Yes, they do.
And they did a lot of due diligence. And
And so does the council, so, I mean, it's definitely a joint effort
well, we yes,
to put it together.
I appreciate that, but we get the easy part. After all the work's done, then you bring it to us, and then we get to haggle a little bit. But I mean, by that time, it is what it is.
Yeah,
And it's just a matter of us fine-tuning it a little bit.
yeah.
I'd
But we
appreciate.
thank you there. I'm sorry.
I'd appreciate, just for the press, the bottom lines, the reserve and the balanced budget and this type of thing.
Yes, yeah.
I know that we're not
Yeah,
running a deficit.
Yeah, even though we show more expenditures than we do revenue, it's because we're spending down funds which have been targeted for certain projects. So it's, even if you take those, so if you just take out what we're going to take in, and when the money we're going to spend out of what we're going to receive, we do have a balanced budget, yes.
Yes.
And in general fund, we have a balanced budget of about a little over $300,000 is what we have in general fund.
Reserve of 90 days, you might mention that to them.
Yeah, we have a 25% based upon our budgeted general revenue. We try to keep back, it's a policy passed by the council where we keep back 3 months or 25% of expenditures and keep those set aside. And that amount this year is projected to be $5,320,970, which we have already set aside.
Yeah, and let me tell you where that played a big part when we did the cash reserve. As you remember, a few years ago, we got a $2.5 million grant to build our hub. And then, lo and behold, we have no state budget, and they withhold our second payment of $1.25 million. And we was able to take that money out of our cash reserve
Yes.
and pay for that the hub. And by doing that, we had those funds available. Now, the good part of that is, fortunately, the state has come through and reimbursed that money, and we have put it back into
Yes.
the cash reserve. So
Exactly.
that is just showing the importance of that cash reserve. And like a natural disaster could go through, and our sales tax
Yeah.
revenue could be knocked down tremendously, and we have that reserve account there to help us through that.
Yeah, you'll be able to survive it.
That's it. Is there any other question? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the budget.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
And Mayor Pro Tem Rinella.
Yay. Okay, item number 2 is a resolution authorizing revision of annual budget. Steve, would you like to explain that?
Sure. So what we do every year, there are usually certain things that come up for which we did not have in the original budget, and therefore then we will go ahead and do a revised budget to put those items in there. And then in some cases, we've actually planned to spend money which we did not spend, and then we actually reduce certain items too then to reflect that reduction in items not being spent. And for example, on page 4 of the exhibit, you can see where we ended up increasing near the bottom. We ended up increasing net increase of general fund budget by $305,160. And we just basically do this just so we can accurately reflect what we've actually spent during the year.
I was noticing back here on item 1 that there were no changes to the budget from the draft, so
Yes.
that did not, does that not reflect the salary increase in codes, which is not,
No, it does not, because, there's other decisions that's going to have to be made within that department. And because of that, I felt like, why, I could change one item, but then, depending upon what else happens in that particular department, there could be some other changes made.
All right.
So therefore, we did not. No, we held it pat.
there's no-
But there might be some things to offset the increase, I don't know.
so there's no reflection of that.
Exactly.
Expense.
Talking about the $17,000 fee or figure here for code enforcement. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the special meeting that we had last Thursday, increased the
Wages.
the wages of the office director.
Well, yeah, that's what,
Manager.
Is that?
yeah.
But it actually come to $15,620.80, so I don't know where that,
So with this supplemental, will we be essentially voting for that big increase? Is that?
No. The supplemental is for the year we're in. That increase really you just now took effect and really doesn't affect this one. It will have an effect on next year's budget.
yeah.
But there's some other changes going on within that department yet, which could offset, so we did not try to change it just for that particular increase.
Okay.
Okay. And, the thing about it, it's a resolution, it's not necessarily binding, there's
Yeah.
additions and subtractions that can be made to this. Okay, guys, what's your pleasure on item 2, resolution 2017-13?
I move we approve it.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. All right, Steve, number 3 is yours too.
Okay, we just ended up having our first ever IMRF audit done by the Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund. Never had one before, and we came out really, really well. The only thing they had was that we currently, as IMRF wages, show auto and cell phone allowance. Because the way our system is, it gets added in, and it just shows it's just within the salary range. So what IMRF said, we have basically had two choices. Either go back and to amend, because we're not talking very much money at all, we're talking, just very few dollars. So they said you can go back and you can amend all of these reports you've done since 2012, or you can just file this resolution to basically make it retroactive what you already have been doing. And that's what this resolution does. It just says that the council wishes to limit allowances to auto and cell phone allowances. In other words, any kind of uniform allowance we never have included as IMRF wages, and there's no reason to start now. Just the cell phone and the car allowance. Where some people might get, for instance, in my case, I get $25 a month car allowance. So we're not talking very much at all in regards to IMRF. And they said, and this will put us in good standing with them then by passing this retroactively.
Now, we do have employees that drive city vehicles on now. Isn't there like a 30-cent a day?
$3 a day.
$3 a
Is
day?
it $3 a day where they just, yes. They don't actually pay them the $3 a day. We just tax it to them and then take it back out. So all they're doing is paying tax on the $3 a day. Is all they're doing. They're not
That's
actually
taken out-
receiving
taken
any
out
kind
of
of,
salary.
that's right, they're not paying us anything. We're just showing it as income to them.
Okay.
And that's included in this too,
Now,
right?
Steve, we won't have to go back and retroactive payments to get caught up with IMRF.
No. This makes us good with everything that we've done.
Okay.
And I thought it felt pretty big, but this is the only issue they had, and they looked at a lot.
Absolutely.
They really did. They looked at a lot, and this is the only really issue they had at all. And this is really a minor issue.
And how long have we been in IMRF?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Hey, what? 60, 70, 60 years more,
And this is their first.
and this is the first time that we've ever been audited by them.
And to have that minor finding,
Yes,
excellent.
yes.
Okay,
Make a motion to approve Resolution 2017-14.
Second.
have a motion on the floor and a second. Any questions? Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. Okay, item number 4, council approval of all non-union hourly employee rate increases. This is things that we went over in our budget talks, and you have before you. Is there any questions regarding this?
No.
This is budgeted items only.
Budget, yes.
Yeah, it should reflect too, it does, I believe it also does reflect the changes that you guys wanted to have made.
Yes.
I make a motion to approve item 4.
I'll second.
Have a motion on the floor and a second. No questions, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. Item number 5, council approval of all supervisor management employee raises as presented. Here again, this is something that we did in our budget meeting and come to, our conclusions with. Is there any questions on these?
Only thing, moving forward, we probably need to have something a little less arbitrary where we base raises on performance evaluations or comparables rather than just kind of reaching for a number. We just probably need to be a little more scientific about it moving forward. That's the only comment on that.
Yeah, and we have, I can tell you this, we have in the past taken those recommendations and not went with them based on actually what you just said, these are just some things that Gail and Steve put together, so, good point.
I'll move we approve item 5.
I'll second.
Have a motion to approve in the second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
And Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. All right. Commissioner Webb, you have number 6. Or do you want me to talk about it since I was the one that put up those tornado signs when I was fire chief? Actually, this, a few years back, I think Terrence and you guys went to New Orleans, and we found that our tornado sirens at that time, when we had 14, were just obsolete. And we was looking at spending $600,000 to replace them, and we got a hold of Motorola, and they put us in touch with Blue Valley out of Grand Valley, Missouri, and they said, no, you don't need to do that. The only thing you need to do is go from, into the real world and make them digital. So I think for about $165,000, we upgraded all of our tornado sirens, and we have a computer down at the fire station, and they show each one of these tornado sirens. We know on a minute-by-minute basis if they're working or not working, and actually we've had some power failures in Marion, and we know exactly by those tornado sirens where they went to battery backup where our electrical outages was in the city. So I mean, they not only provide us the life safety aspect of it, but they can tell us other things too. And this is just basically the annual agreement for them to, at any time, to come and make the necessary repairs on these sirens. It's no different than our software agreements that we have with other things. This just happens to be a maintenance fee associated with those sirens. And for $12,043.20.
You good with that?
Yeah, I'd make a motion to approve the annual maintenance agreement with BVPS.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor and a second. No questions, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. Commissioner Hightower?
This one is, we need 720 vertical feet of manhole lining. We were just going to approve bids for that. Am I mistaken, there's only one bid for that? Is that,
There's only one bid, it's the
Yeah.
same one we did last year, we paid for a tip.
all right?
The same company that we talked last year does that kind of pink shell that they put manholes to seal it up tight.
And that's Spectra Tech out of Noblesville, Indiana. The amount of $187,200.
Is that in various locations, Brian, or is that just one long run?
In various locations but in the tip area.
I just-
Where's that coming from, Steve?
Part of that grant
Funds?
program we
Yeah,
approved.
yeah.
The funding for that?
Yeah, it's provided for them to tip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody got any questions?
No.
And your motion is to accept this bid?
Yeah.
You got a motion on the floor
I'll second.
and a second, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. Commissioner Goss?
Okay, Glenn, if you want to talk about number 8 for us, it's the federal aid agreement, IDOT, and city improvement on the North Russell Street. Yeah, if you will, please.
We've been working on this for a couple of years, which is a section North Russell Street from Scottsboro Road north to just short of the Hill Avenue, which used to be Morgan Avenue. And it's a joint agreement between the city and the federal government. The federal government pays 80%. The local share is 20%. And the dollar value is the federal is $430,000 for both construction and engineering, and the local share is $110,000 for a total of $540,000. And that will be set up for a June letting, and that would be the city's participation of $110,000.
That'll be like a center turn lane, curb and gutter, or what is the construction?
Yes, that's 36-foot, 312 lanes.
The extension of that 3-lane.
Yeah, it will continue on what we have up to Scottsboro Road.
Yeah.
It'll be a uniform section all the way down to Morgan Avenue.
So you're asking for approve an agreement to begin with.
Approve the agreement, yeah.
I make a motion to approve that agreement.
I'll second.
Call the roll.
Commissioner Rinella? Or, I'm sorry, old habits, hard to die. Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. And with that, Glenn's already spoke on it. Resolution 2017-15 is just a resolution merely stating that the city will make their obligation of $110,000 to this project.
I make that motion.
I'll second.
Approve resolution 2017-15.
We have a motion and a second. No questions. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Thank you, Glenn.
Yes. Yay. Number 10.
Yeah, we've got, need to make a change order to the, we had quite a bit of concrete paving done just on the west side of the firehouse. And this project is to, in conjunction with the new building expansion, we need some more paving work done. And Glenn, correct me if I'm wrong, but we got such a good price on that concrete, we wanted to extend that on and take advantage of that. So this will be TIF funds, but the amount would be $11,066.58. The increase puts that total contract price to $123,215, and that'd be my motion.
I'll second it.
Got a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
And Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. Item number 11, council approval to reappoint Terrence Henry to the Police Pension Board for a term of 2 years beginning May 1st, 2017.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
We got a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Pause there.
And Mayor
Yay.
Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. Number 12, Commissioner Goss.
Okay, we've had a budget to buy a new bush hog for the street department, and we got bids in from FB McAfoose for $6,997. We got one in from a little tractor company in Harrisburg for $6,990, and we got another one that was higher than that. We had 3 bids. It was from MS, it was $14,300. It's my recommendation that we take the FB McAfoose bid, even though it's $7 higher, because we have backup blades, but it is the bush hog. The other one they bid was a rhino. So we have backup parts and blades and extra blades for the bush hog in our department. And it also, the bush hog horsepower to the gear ratio is stronger than the rhino. So Doug Phillips says he would prefer taking this FB McAfoose bid for $6,997, and I'd make that motion.
I'll say.
Yeah. And we have a long-standing relationship
Oh, yeah.
with them and with, the maintenance of our
Yeah.
equipment down there. So we have a motion and a second. Any questions? Hearing none, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
And Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. Commissioner Goss, Cemetery.
Cemetery needs to hire some replacements, as we always do, for the part-time summer help. And it's my motion we hire Clayton Gribble as part-time mowing help at $13 an hour, which is the standard rate we pay every year. That'd be my motion to hire him, effective May 1st.
I'll second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Clayton Gribble is a part-time mower for $13 per hour. Call the roll.
Effective May 1st, yeah.
Effective May 1st.
Yeah.
Now, does this allow him 1,000 hours or less than
Yeah,
1,000? If he was able
Yeah,
to?
if he's able to do it.
Yes,
at that.
okay, all right.
Call the roll.
Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay.
And item 2 is to hire Rex R.J. Manfredo part-time complete the GIS study at the cemetery at $12 per hour. He replaces the other employee that quit, that had to leave because of pregnancy. So it's my motion to hire Rex Manfredo in that job, $12 an hour. That's also up to 1,000 hours.
Okay.
I'll second that.
All right, does he think he might be able to complete this project this summer,
We
or?
plan to complete it before the year's over, yes.
Okay,
Now, that's effective May 1st also.
yes, okay. Have a motion and a second. No questions, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. Chris, would you like to come up and, this is a short list for the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, look out, summer's coming, so,
oh, okay, yeah,
so we've got a little
yeah.
break in the action there, but, okay, I've got, for the hub, I've got 2 hire recommendations for approval. First, Shannon Youngman, part-time wellness attendant at $9 per hour. And then Trevor Gunther for part-time lifeguard at $9.50 an hour.
And these individuals have met all the
Yes.
prerequisite of
the pre-employment
of the
prerequisites.
city,
Yes. Mhm.
pre-employment with the city?
Yes. Their physicals and drug screens, and yeah.
Thank you.
I'd make a recommendation, make a motion based on his recommendation.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Pro Tem Rinella?
Yay. Thank you,
Thank you.
Chris. Terrence Henry. Turn the camera to the, I don't think that's quite on that.
I don't think you're on the
Yeah.
camera, Terrence.
Okay.
The mayor just wanted to watch the video too. He FaceTimed in.
No, he didn't. Somebody did for him. Yes, we know better.
All right, so on our, on the agenda, it is to hire, Derek. See how we had this worded. I guess first of all, I'd like to add a third hire employee position in the IT department.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yay.
Also, you will see like the job descriptions, now that we have 2 people in the IT department, I'd like to reclassify their names. As it stood, it was myself and Kim really never had a title. She was tech or IT or something. And so this kind of defines their job title name. So we called it Information System and Technology Technician 1 and Technician 2. And Technician, 2, is basically based on seniority, not as much as a skill set. So that would basically be the difference between the two.
Okay. Any questions?
No, I make a motion to approve his recommendation.
I'll second.
Okay. Got a motion and second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yay.
All right. As you guys know, we've had Derek Roberts assisting with the IT department with the City of Marion. Mr. Roberts comes to us through the MantraCon program. MantraCon has paid 100% of his salary for the last 2 months. They did the drug testing, the work comp, they took care of everything. He reported to work as needed on an 8 to 4 basis. He's doing a pretty good job. He has graduated from SIU with a degree in IT, and he's realized that we have a pretty complex system here, and it's not what they teach in school a lot of the times. But he's definitely adapted well. He's young, so it gives us the opportunity to get those young, energy and vibes and ideas, which is also helpful and creative when it comes down to the IT department. Now that he is getting close to expire on his 2 months time frame, we're asking that Mr. Roberts be hired by the City of Marion at $16 per hour to fill the Tech Level 1 position. But MantraCon will pay 50% of his salary for up to 960 hours. I know he's going to wait for me to say 6 months.
Now, he's getting his master's too, right? He's
He'll eventually go through and get that as well.
Yeah,
So the City of Marion will only be out, $8 an hour, for 960 hours, while he's doing what they call on-the-job training. I think this is a budgeted item as well. And there's always the opportunity as he learns new jobs and there are other training that comes across that he can possibly get another 960 hours.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Have a motion and second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yay.
And I think we've already covered D.
Yeah, you already covered that.
I just got one question on C. That $16 per hour, is that commensurate with somebody coming out of school and getting that, or?
No, anytime you graduate, in the IT field and all those sort of things,
Yeah.
it's IT field is a pretty competitive market, and the pay scales are pretty high, pretty substantial. We've tried to reach out to several people in the past to have them come in, but based on some of our pay scales and things that we have going on, we really couldn't, get some of the other ones. Mr. Roberts coming fresh out of school, loved the experience. He has a child, and he was just really excited and happy to be able to have a job and to be able to learn. And being young age, and with myself and Kim getting older, it's good to have that little fresh blood in there.
Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't know, you know, where we come up with $16 an hour, but, yeah, I mean, it's something that, you know, obviously that in future years, if he, I think with the skill level that, you know, that he professes, that, you know, that this is absolutely something, you know, we may have
That's right.
to.
And we also wanted to try to keep it fair. We wanted to make sure that someone didn't come in making more than someone's already been here for quite some time and all those sort of things. So we wanted to make sure, you know, within, at least within our department, that none of those things would be developing.
Okay.
When you reached out for help, though, they demanded more than double what we've hired this Derek in at, properly?
That is correct. Yeah, and we reached out.
Even talk to you for that kind of money.
No, and we reached out, you know, several different locations, and, you know, yeah, they would not
No, wouldn't talk to
entertain it.
That's kind of consistent with like what Pepsi would pay though, for example, for IT. I mean, I know a guy who started there and it's not too much higher than that starting off. So, I mean.
You know, that's, yeah,
It's around 30 a year or somewhere around there.
280.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a motion made
Yeah.
and taken.
Yes,
right?
yes. Yeah, we've already handled
You've
that. Now
already
we're on D.
Educated guy, I like that.
Yeah. We're on D, and I think we pretty much went through that.
Yeah.
We went through D when we did the classification of the
Motion.
titles. I think,
I think we made, I'll make the motion if we need another one.
I'll second.
Yes.
For D.
For D, it's 4 separate items to number 15. We need a motion and a second. We have a motion from Commissioner Goss and a second from Commissioner Webb. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yay. Okay, I guess I get to take number 16, since Gail's not here. Marion Carnegie Library. A, council approval to hire Mia Josephine Waters as library assistant, shelver, working part-time, 19 hours per week at $9 per hour.
You want a motion for that?
Yes, we'll need a
I'll make-
motion for all three. Yes.
John made the motion.
Got a motion from Commissioner Goss and second from Commissioner Webb. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
And Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yes. Yay. B, approve resignation of Janice Brandt from Marion Carnegie Library Board of Trustees effective February 12th, 2017 because of health reasons.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Rinella. Commissioner Goss. I'll get it right. Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yay. And C, council approval of Andrea Bradley to fill the vacancy on the Marion Carnegie Library Board that was created by the resignation of Janice Brandt.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion from Commissioner Hightower.
Second.
We got a second from
Jim.
Commissioner Webb. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yay. Okay, number 17 is another resolution. It goes back to 12.
Pardon?
Is this from a prior?
No, this is new. This is on the amendment to the Marion Hillview TIF. It is
Okay,
bringing...
I guess my only question I was asking was, number 9 was 2017-15, and this is 2017-12, so should it be?
Number 2 is 13 over, and
Yeah.
2 is 13.
14. I will verify the numbering on that, but I think that maybe we had it numbered prior to doing these other resolutions.
Okay, that's fine. This is a inducement resolution for proposed First Amendment to the Marion Hillview TIF. Steve, is there anything you want to add to this? This is just resolutions that we go through commonly when somebody has come before the council and asking for, available potential TIF agreements.
This will be on the west side of the liquor store, right? On the west side, is that? Yeah.
Yes.
It's a pretty standard
Yes,
thing, to go through it.
Yes.
You have to go through, right?
right.
I make a motion to approve 2017-12.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Goss,
Yay.
Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yay. And now, number 18 is you just, it's hard to come to words, you know, when you see this. We've had, and they're not Marion residents, both taught in the Marion School District for many, many years, but they own I assume they still own a very large cattle farm out by Stone Fort.
They do.
And, but they've been very active in the Marion Cultural and Civic Center, and they have been gracious enough. I think, is this their second $50,000 donation?
I think this is the first.
The first one?
I believe that's what I understood.
They pledged 100.
Yes, they've pledged 100, and this is their first $50,000 donation from Alan and Wanda McCabe on behalf of the Marion Cultural Civic Center. And that's, I mean, it's hard to express the gratitude for you know, these two for making that type of contribution.
Is this earmarked for anything in particular, or just?
I think, yes, from what I understand, is it not carpet? They're going to recarpet, of what I understand.
Yeah, I think they got plans for carpeting, and then also too, some other donations to stage 4.
Yes.
And they're redoing also.
Okay. All right, so what's your pleasure? We have a motion?
Second.
And a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Goss,
Yay.
and Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I need one of you fine gentlemen to make a motion to approve paying the monthly bills as funds become available.
I'll make a motion to pay the monthly bills as funds become available.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Goss,
Yay.
Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yeah, yay.
Got the
And
consent
also,
agenda?
the consent agenda.
To pay the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Okay. Motion and second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Goss,
Yay.
Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella.
Yay. Commissioner Hightower, do you have anything to add? Okay. Commissioner Webb?
Nothing at this time.
Commissioner Goss?
I would like to make a note of the brevity of this meeting due to the fact that Mayor Robert Butler is not here. No reflection on Robert, but you do it in a hurry. That's all I have to say. If no reflection on the
Yeah.
mayor, he's my good friend. But
Yeah.
this is a quick meeting.
Okay, this was in our box. This is in reference to South Market Street. Would you like to talk about it, or would Glenn like to talk about it? Have you seen this?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just
Okay.
no adverse effect.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess this.
Yeah.
This is good to know that it would have no adverse effect on the,
You noticed that there was a lot of historic sites that they mentioned.
right. Yeah, and I guess they all referred to the Hargis property. I guess many years ago they had, you don't have
I
a,
think that's the house that, it's on the historic site, Bernie Paul.
Bernie
Bernie
Paul,
Paul's
yeah.
house? Okay.
Bernie Paul's house.
All right.
Well, it just reinforces the need that we have to put down Brick Road because it is historic.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well said. I make a motion, we adjourn.
We have a,
What?
oh, no, I wanted, Terrence has asked me to speak about our Marion Day at the Park. It's coming along very well. We now have tickets made up for the chicken dinner at $10 a piece. You'll get half a chicken, 2 sides, and a drink. I have just confirmed yesterday with the Legion coach that we'll have a doubleheader there, 2 9-inning games beginning at 11 a.m. So we are going to have baseball back at the park on Memorial Day, which
Good.
we have not had in several years. And these are junior Legion kids who play on the various high school teams. So we're going to have free swimming at the pool, free goofy golf, going to have a car show. Food vendors, so we had a couple thousand people there last year, and, and hopefully we can get this perpetuated to where we can add more and more things, so, yeah, now only thing.
You can buy tickets here, or?
Yes, you can buy tickets here at City Hall, and we got our hawk, Alice, on it. And she's doing a fine job so far. You can buy them at Smalls or at the Goofy Golf.
Priority staffing.
And priority staffing. Thank you. And with that, we have a motion on the floor to adjourn.
I'll second.
And we have a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay,
And Mayor Pro-Tem Rinella?
Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen, for
good
Did you
job,
make the motion to adjourn?
indulging me.
good job.
Did you make the
Yeah.
motion to
Do a
adjourn?
lot.
You did a good
Yeah.
job.
Joss did. Thank you.
So
There's a
I
couple,
appreciate it.
I made a couple of votes